Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Yasmin and I'm very happy to see you here. In this video we are going to talk about how to build your own unique capsule wardrobe, like I built mine. If you want to see more videos about fashion, capsules, minimalism and sustainability, you can gladly leave a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe to this channel. If you have questions or want to add something else, you can also write a comment. It would be very appreciated. So yeah, but for now let's get started. So the first thing that we have to consider when building our capsule wardrobe is your figure type. There are 6 figure types. The first figure type is the hourglass. So yeah, the hourglass's shoulders are as wide as her hips, and her waist is smaller than her hips and her shoulders. The second figure type is the round one. The round figure type has a larger bust with a fuller midsection and narrow hips. The third body type is the rectangle. The shoulders, bust, waist and hips are aligned in one line. The fourth body type is called triangle. The people with this body type have narrow shoulders and wide hips. Their bust is smaller than their waist, so the shoulders are the top, and the further you go down to the hips, the wider the body gets. The fifth body type is the pear. It is similar to the triangle, but has a bigger bust as well as a defined waist. Put in a ratio, it would be 3 to 2 to 4. Whereas the triangle is 2 to 3 to 4. The sixth body type is the inverted triangle, which is also my body type, by the way. The shoulders are the widest part and the hips are the smallest. The next point to your perfect capsule is your skin tone and the shade of your skin tone. So they are warm, cool and neutral skin tones. They're also very fair to very dark skin shades. For picking out colors and shades, this is important to know. For example, I have the lightest skin shade. If you look at the inner side of my arm, it is a very fair skin tone and it's called porcelain. Yeah, my veins are different. They're blue, violet and green veins, so I have neutral skin because there's not really a way for me to figure out what kind of skin type I am. Also, cold and warm colors suit me, though I lean more to the warmer side because my skin tone seems a little yellowish, but there's also some red parts in it. After you figured out your skin tone and your skin shade, you can look into your wardrobe and see what kind of colors you have in there. I think it would be best if you sort them into color piles and look through them individually to see what kind of colors you have most of and what kind of colors you think look the best on you, and then to figure out a palette with basic colors, like 1 to 3 basic colors, and then additional colors that can be combined with the basic colors to build a color palette in your wardrobe. I can show you the kind of color palette that I have. The 3 color parts at the top are my main colors, and the 5 at the bottom are my additional colors. These are the colors that I have most of in my wardrobe, and also of course have black and white clothing. So if I want to shop for something, I will always stick to my color palette because I know that these are the colors that suit me best, that look best on me, and that I will wear most of the time. So yeah, it's a really good guide to not only having a capsule but also shopping intentionally. Yeah, the next thing to do is write a do's and don'ts list of the cuts and the shape of your clothing that you want to have in your wardrobe and that you don't want to have in your wardrobe, as well as the fabrics. For example, if you love wool, you will write that to do. But if you hate viscose, then you write that to don'ts and you don't buy that sort of items anymore. Or if you love V-necks, you write that to do. If you hate round necks, you write it to don'ts and only shop for that, so that you will have more intention and be happier with the clothing choices that you make. The next thing that you should look at is practicality. If you work in an office all day, you probably won't need as much free time clothing as you need office clothing. But for the other way around, if you work somewhere outside and you need a lot of warm clothing, a lot of steady clothing that you can hold on to for a long time, it is probably better to have more of that than elegant and very nice, fine clothing pieces. So you have to look at your life and think about, what do I really need in my day-to-day life that I can have in my capsule wardrobe. Also, capsule wardrobe is not about the amount of pieces that you own, but it's more about what you feel comfortable with. For example, if you own 30 pieces of clothing and can make 100 outfits out of them, that is great. But if you own 100 pieces and you feel comfortable with it, that is also very good. But the thing is, I think a capsule wardrobe is about being able to combine most of your items and having a very versatile use. So if you have a t-shirt, for example, that could also go under a dress because the neckline is showing and it looks beautiful, that is also very versatile. But if you, for example, have a dress that you can only combine to one handbag or one pair of shoes in your capsule, you should probably think about if you really, really want that dress. Like, if you do, that is fine too. Just think about your clothing choices and your choices for your everyday life. So now to the last point. To let the capsule wardrobe continue being a capsule wardrobe, you should set some rules for shopping and buying new stuff. For example, I have the rule, if I buy something, I have to let go of something. And I only buy things if I really need them. I will think about it for a month before I buy a piece, so that I really know that I need it and it's not just a want and in half a year I will want to get rid of it again. Yeah. And also it can happen that all of a sudden some of the clothing pieces that you have do not fit you anymore, which is what happened to me recently. So I know that I just shot a video about my capsule wardrobe like 2 weeks ago, but in that amount of time 2 of my pants have suddenly gotten too small for me, and also 2 shirts that I had, which is a pity because I really like these items, but I cannot wear them anymore if they are too small for me, so I will let go of them. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!